this time, let's welcome Mr. Gooden for a few words about his operation and about this honor. And after he does speak, Mr. Elliott and Dr. Gerald, could you join us at the front too for the picture? Thank you.
Glenda and I would really like to thank all of you that were a part of this, Mr. Floyd and all of the people on this committee that found us worthy to be nominated and to be chosen. I feel that there are a lot of others out there that are probably more qualified and more deserving than we, but they're just not known. I'm deeply honored today, and again, I thank you. My wife, if I have just a minute, my wife is a nurse, a lifelong nurse, and on TV you always hear about the first responders. And sometimes she'll make a comment about, well, what about the nurses and the doctors in the background that take care of those issues that the first responders go to? And that made me think, you know, as farmers, we are basically a first responder for the whole world. People may not look at it that way, but we're out there 365 days a year, daylight to dark or more hours, trying to produce something that they can go to Walmart, Winn-Dixie, Kroger, wherever, get the product that they want to feed their family and provide nourishment and nutrition. And we are like the doctors and the nurses sometime at the hospital. We don't get any recognition, but we love it. We love what we do. We love to see our product, whether it's vegetables, grain, animals. We love to see our product produced to be a quality product that the consumer, as we are, can take it and utilize it and get all the benefit out of it that we wanted them to. So again, I thank you all for this nomination. I don't know what else to say.
All right, one more round of applause for our awardees. Just quickly, there's nothing wrong with being a truth teller. My wife is a truth teller and lets me know when to be quiet. So quickly, I don't want to take too much time, but this year we kind of had a different approach. The committee decided to put together some working sessions and also decided to actually try to be more intentional about activating our advisory council. And in doing that, I just want to let you know that this wasn't something that I thought of. It's actually an ode to how PAWC, our Professional Ag Workers Conference, used to run. I remember Dr. Zabawa and Dr. Hill telling me that they used to come out with a charge every year and report back on that charge the following year. So I just thought, you know, that may be a good plan for us. So those working sessions were there for our clientele, our collaborators, our partners, to charge us with doing something, right? So those outcomes that you all worked to, I went through them as quickly as I could and chose some things that I know are reportable in a year. So they're catching me on camera and on video, that these are the things that we are gonna come back and report to you on next year. So for the session that was dealing with the food systems, one of the outcomes was exposure and discovery with youth to nature, successful ag professions. Okay, we will definitely do that. We have an excerpt program, and we will definitely be responsible for reporting to you back next Farmers Conference. In the session, what we've done over this year, actually to further that outcome. One more thing from that session was promoting local food systems. So I'm assuming we're talking about local markets, farmers markets, and direct sales. We'll do that as well. We have workers that's actually working on that right now in Macon, Montgomery, and Dallas counties. So we'll have that to report to you as well. Another one was continued community dialogue to ensure community buy-in. And thanks to our Tuskegee Public Dialogue team, that's a program that we're engaged in, and we do need to up the ante for next year. So those are the 3 outcomes that we're going to report on for food systems. And as far as the technology session, more training and networking. We're going to commit to doing at least 3 trainings for precision agriculture this year. The other thing is disaster preparedness understanding. Another great topic. I'm very confident we will be awarded as part of the Emergency Extension Disaster Extension Network, Education Network, a grant to actually activate our agents around disaster preparedness. Along with assistance of some of our USDA partners, we'll continue that education this year as well. So please plan to see those 5 outcomes presented to you next year and the actual progress that we've made. With that, I yield to Dr. Hill. Thank you.
Well, I liked all that youth and fired up energy of that millennial and these ex-gen gens who have taken over this extension leadership. Y'all are doing awesome. I just want to say, if I was going to summarize what happened here this afternoon, I would start with the word love. And we know love is an action word. You can describe it from a spiritual perspective, a relationship perspective. So when you hear the names Gerald, Good, and his banker, because they have to be together, Ralph Noble and Gertrude Wall, I do know the latter two very well, seen their work over time, and the word I would use for them is action. They have put for many years their mouth where their money is, or their money where their mouth is, how do you say that? And have always focused around communities and farmers and given to other ones. And I heard that from the Good family today also. So we want to thank you. You were selected because you give, you love neighbor as yourself, and we thank you for that. The themes, the excitement, the buzz in the room when I walked in, I just felt that hemp and cattle were just overflowing. It's something about those that just get people revved up. And we are thinking now, as Raymond charged us to come up with some outcomes, some actions, we want people to make some more profit from those 2 in coming years. Does that sound okay? Is that where we're trying to go? Sound like people are trying to work a little bit more together in groups, mini co-ops or clusters, or trying to work and leverage so that you can actually get some return and use that for your families and communities. That would be outstanding. And I think that should be added, Raymond, to your list. I don't know how that fits in, but to kind of get a sense of how we are growing together in terms of carrying out activities. The final thing was these 2 ladies sitting up here, 2 of our outstanding leaders for many, many years. I just want to say hi publicly. Respect y'all so much. And that the model of using the charges to come up with actions from you that the group is going to report back on in the following year, that's accountability. And that's what we're going to have to do more of, so I thank you for that. I want to just thank the leadership, all the extension staff, everybody who's working behind the scenes, the camera crew, the Eves family here, all the ones at the table. Sometimes you don't think we recognize you, but we want the audience to just look around, raise your hand, those of you who've been working in the vineyard for this conference today. Everybody at that table, let's give them a thank you. Thank you so much. God bless.